Hello. How is everybody doing? One final map to come through, and it should be exciting. Let's hope it's exciting. I certainly hope so. As we get underway into the pistol round here, as alternate attacks who won out the knife round, they decide to start CT side. Let's see how that fares for them. As they push forward, there is a player over at Sandbags they haven't checked for. It's a very quick assault, but Skrunk is diverting their attention. Now Panic strikes. There's one. Can't find anything more from that. It is a 2-for-1 trade, but that nade from Rarlan is good. Deals with Skrunk, brings things into it 3-on-3. Bomb planted. Forces Attax to beat the aggressors, but it's Snatchy who's going to pick up the next kill, and the one after that as well. He'll close it all out with a 3k, why not? Fair enough. AGO, they pick up the first round. The pistol goes their way despite the early two-man advantage from the alternate attack side. Back of that. XCOM AGO should have themselves a pretty simple round, a pretty simple game. No, not game, pretty simple round. Yeah, I was right the first time. That should be able to pick up the round here. 4 Deagles, a scout for Panics. Not much in a way of ability to close out kills here, but maybe the scout can get a couple tags through, make things easier for the Deagles to pick up some finishing blows. With Vertigo tagged down as well, that does make things easier. So definitely potential for kills here for alternate attacks. Just limited opportunity to try and actually pick up the round itself, and it's going to be a push forward Furlan. Actually trade places with Skrunk in the smoke. We'll be able to secure that kill. It goes 1-for-1. Panics has been able to collect one on the scout. The A site is where the bomb plant has come through. Rarlan's going to position himself over by the sandbags, hope to find some kills, and there goes one. Crystal eats lead. Left up to the last few remaining alternate attacks players. Stefan, nice shot to take down Snatchy. He's almost going to get shot through the wall, though, as he tries to get the smoke down. He's forcing a lot of gunfire from the XCOM AGO side, who are worried that he's sticking it. Rarlan is going to team kill. Oh, no! It all goes wrong for AGO. They're going to have the diffuser side of the smoke, I'm pretty sure. Stefan does just about have that as it fades. Everybody's dead from AGO, and it is alternate attacks who steal away the round. A team kill! What a horrible way to lose it. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Not what you wanted if you're a Polish fan. Alternate attacks. I think that's the first... Is that the first pistol round AGO have won? And they've immediately lost the follow-up. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the first pistol round AGO have won in this series. And then they immediately lose the follow-up round. Not a good stat to have. Does make life considerably more difficult. And I mean, it probably cost... Well, it almost cost them the game on Mirage, the first map. It could have been a very swift 2-0 for alternate attacks, all things considered. It's going to be the push in towards this B site from the AGO side. Crystal, though, in towards mid, locking down that position, making sure there's not going to be a wrap-in from the T side, but Rarlan's been able to elude them. The reloads buy him a little bit of time. He's able to find a shot onto Panics. Evens things up into that 4-on-4, and now these B players, they have to watch for the boost, but there is 3 of them here, so ample coverage for alternate attacks. Reaches Deagle will connect. 3-on-3, alternate attacks losing bodies. As things slow down, 20 seconds to play with for AGO. It is going to be the B site. They're sending one player towards A to try and make some noise, try and keep rotations over in that direction. And they are pulling Crystal over that way, but Rallen, he's going to quickly dart back, and Crystal will be hearing that. Crimbo still towards the B site. He's taken down the bomb planter the second time of asking. And it is going to be Rallen, almost lonesome. A second left to play with, and as it ticks over, he's just going to back away. Ultimate Attax will survive with probably the minimum you'd want in a round like that. 3 players surviving with their rifles. AGO finding some decent damage. Would have been nice if they got the bomb plant, though. As Ultimate Attax, they take the lead. He's going to find the opening kill. It is just pistols for AGO. Nice shot from Rallen. Pistols can still be deadly. A second kill as well. Rallen might be able to cause some carnage as Snatchy's worked his way in towards the B site. Stefan was pulled away from his post. It's now a 2 versus 4 for Ultimate Attax to try and fight back. They need to retake this B bomb site, and a bit of damage done towards Skrunk. He's down to half HP. Rallen's dealt with, though. That's the flank gone. 3 players left to find inside of the site, and no armor for any of them. Snatchy's the only one who's been able to recover a weapon. Molotov goes over, forces them away from that quad position, or the killer position rather, as Panics will deal the killing blow. He's low on HP, though both of them are. And the bomb is still ticking its way down. Snatchy, he's been caught going aggressive, but Reitz has taken down the bomb diffuser. There's not enough time with Reitz playing around the box. He's working all of the time off the clock, and the Glock will be the one that wins it out. It's AGO with the pistols. Oh, dear. These pistols for both teams looking phenomenal. Both teams losing out against them, and that is not what you want to see. York for Snatchy does spot out a leg there. Might find a kill, and it will. Panics hits the deck. Now towards mid, a 1-for-1 in that location. AGO needs to be careful they don't give up too many weapons in this situation. Crimbo! How is that real? Reitz has eaten that 50 cal bullet. Straight through the chin strap. Now, 3-on-3, Skrunk, he has an AUG. And that's good for a kill onto Furlan as well, as he tried to go aggressive, but the real hit, that's coming in towards B, as Crimbo now finds out. He'll get taken down. AGO will be able to get the bomb planted here. Going to be a 2-on-2 retake. Skrunk with an AUG. Stefan just on the deagle as they push forward together in tandem. Fiku is going to cut that tandem at its cord. And it is going to be XCOM AGO, a 3rd on the board. They deal with the light buy from Ultimate Attax. It is now a full eco. Apart from 2 flashbangs and a P250 that have been bought up. A 1-for-1 trade in mid. Will eventually pick up the MAC-10 as they get out to safety. AGO not going to be too worried about that, I don't think. Obviously, a MAC-10 being sent in as a bit of a scout. Not the end of the world if you lose one of them. Limited effectiveness against the armored players, but maybe they'll be ruining the day they let that go, as a couple USP kills coming through towards the A ramp put things into disrepute. As it's left in a 2-on-2. Reitz gonna fight back. A player by the sandbags. That is Skrunk with that MAC-10, and he's gonna get caught out. That Molotov forces him wide, leaving Panics alone, but he could probably get one more kill here. On the back lines, he's positioned with the USP, hoping that maybe one player is going to come back to greet him. But they're pushing up through Ivy. He might have a pretty quick flank on them here. The AWP is dropped down below. He can't get that without making noise. He's going to wield the USP instead. If he could deny the bomb plant here, which he will, gets that kill. And now he's going to go back for the gun in the 1v1. He could win this out. The AWP as well. Doesn't matter about his armor. It's a one-shot potential. Reitz is just going to dart away. Panics. He's read this. He's going to chase. And Reitz, does he have time to get the bomb planted? Depending on where he goes. I'm not sure. Panics is going to push forward. Oh, my lord. He's done it in a 1 versus 2 with a USP. Dear lord, can these teams just please win out an anti-eco? This is absurd. That was 4 USPs and a P250. Give me strength. As AGO, they call a pause, and I don't blame them. This is ridiculous. Please, just restore some law and order. Get yourself to the Special Victims Unit. Because that wasn't pretty. Pause comes to an end. And with it tied up 3-3, neither team really able to find a real... Well, they found the openings to try and extend the leads here, but they keep squandering them. It's the pistols that keep just fighting back and keeping both these teams in the game. And Panics opening up this one should be able to at least give the team an opening, but there it goes. A 3-on-3. The back 10s from AGO. The low buy again is finding damage, and it's going to find the bomb plant towards that B site. Reitz. He gets one with the Mac 10, capturing Scrunk from the backlines, and AGO, they're going to fight back immediately with a lesser weaponry yet again. This is just insane. Rather than a position to win the round, he's taken down Panics. It leaves Crystal a 1v2. A difficult situation. But there's a couple of smokes he can wield. He drops one behind him, drops one in front of him. He might just try and stick the bomb here. But a spray through the wall. Reitz knows his lineups. And that will be a 4 for AGO. Alternate attacks there, but now the ones with the lesser weaponry. So what does that mean? I guess that means that alternate attacks are going to be able to find a 4th here. Let's see. That's the way things have been going. Let's see if it stays that way. As it's 3 Deagles rather, a P250 and an AWP for Panics, who obviously clutched out that 1v2. They're snatchy with the opening. Good start. So Panics, he found an opening in the previous round. Crystal will reply back with the recovered AWP. Still though, XCOM with the advantage. Rimbo, he's just going to have to fall away. Or rather, Stephanie's going to fall away from the B site. Crystal needs to be careful because he's been caught out in the open by Furlan. And there goes the AWP. Rimbo, he has armor and an AK. He could still find damage here. Stefan on the Deagle. There's a couple low players who might succumb to that weapon. Reitz. Getting that bomb planted puts things in a very difficult position if alternate attacks really want to try and go for this one, which it doesn't look like they will. Primbo's going to be saving that AK-47. Stefan, lucky to not be dead. The AWP misses its chance. Still looking for damage, Stefan, hoping that maybe he can catch someone towards this A site. Is Napsy going to be okay in this corner? I think so. Yeah. He'll sit pretty with 8 points of health remaining, and AGO, they'll close out against the low buy for once. Nice alternate attacks. That saved AK. Couple USPs, couple Deagles. Could be AGO's round, no problem. A little bit awkward there. Skrunk somehow manages to stay alive for a little bit longer than he should have. But fully blinded, there wasn't really much chance of him sticking around in that position as his body now slumps in the corner. Stefan's the only player towards his B site right now. Deagle in hand. The rest of the team are going to be positioned over towards A. And is this a boost for Crimbo? He is up on the boost, watching it for now. He'll peek over when he thinks he has an opportunity. And there is that opportunity, but he was a little bit late. I'm surprised Crystal was taking that peek, considering the positioning that they were in. That could have definitely been avoided. That's the word I'm looking for. Now it's alternate attacks, 2 on 4. Crimbo trying his best to find some damage through the smoke. Not really going to connect much. Rollin is low on HP. Bomb planted pretty much seals the deal here. These alternate attacks, they will have a buy-up in the next round, so that's good news for them. As finally AGO, they are restoring normality to this server. After a very back and forth set of rounds, a lot of eco wins, it's finally the Poles who decide enough is enough. No more. Can we please just act like adults? And they'll march their way to a 6th now. AK has been saved for the alternate attack side, so that's one good thing coming out of that round. Crimbo will wield that as he sits 9 and 5 right now. He seems to have gotten back his form we saw in that first map on Mirage. He was absolutely out fragging. Felt like everybody on that game. Unfortunately, his team couldn't close it out. It ended overtime in favour of AGO. The boost not going to work out for the T's there. Reitz has been caught, and that nade does a lot of damage. Furlan, he's lucky he's not dead. He's lucky he's not in a casket on the way to the morgue. He's left on 3 points of health. And a man down already. That would not have been enjoyable for the AGO side. Gonna look for an opening towards his A site. Snatchy gonna deploy a bit of utility to block off the sight lines. There is 2 players in defense now that Crystal has been dealt with. Rather than look at his position though, he's there to catch the rotation. There goes Stefan, and that's going to be the rotation for AGO back towards the B site. Rarlan has it locked down, and this is going to be difficult now for Attax. It's going to be a 3 on 4 retake needed as AGO look to secure a 7th. This is going to be a very difficult round as well. With the advanced positioning of Rarlan, it made things so very difficult for alternate attacks to even push remotely close. And look at Snatchy. He's still around on the A site. He's going to catch Skrunk. No saving for you. Attax is going to try and save towards T-Spawn. He has a player underneath him. That's Furlan. That's an easy shot for him, the low HP. And he's going to try and save that up as well. That would be a nice little pickup if he can keep that into the next round. Chair's having a bit of a squeak. Panics. He's having a bit of a kill there. Nice shot onto Fiku. Nails him down. His teammate has fallen. Panic should be okay. Never mind. Rather than drops down at the last second. Panic doesn't hear him, and that's actually a pretty big deal. Crimbo could buy... Oh, no, they don't have the cash to buy up here. That ult would have been really nice to carry into the next round. At least AGO didn't get their hands on it, so they're not going to have one this round. They could have purchased one up Instead, they'll go for Furlan on a Mach 10, so they've read the economy pretty well. As Crimbo spends the bit of excess cash he had as Skrunk. Oh, dearie me. Just straight in towards the ramp, 5-7 in hand. He's just nailed Furlan, sent him to a different dimension. And given the alternate attack side a one-man advantage. Can they capitalize on this, though? As look at Crimpo. Oh, this is going to be another frag for the CTs, and it could be a force buy, or a min buy victory, rather. Not even a force buy. A few pistols purchased. A little bit of armor. Crimbo with that single M4. Surely AGO don't lose this one. There's a nice shot from Rarlan. Try and restore some normality, but Crystal's over at the sandbags. It's not a clean shot, but it's a shot coming through either way. There goes Rarlan, and Fiku's going to try and muster up as much as he can from this Ivy position. There goes Panics. Not found, and a 2v3. Alternate attacks. Looking pretty good for this one. The bomb, however, is headed towards the B site. Fiku's keeping them occupied towards A. And now, alternate attacks, they start to think, okay, what's going on here? Snatchy has been found, but he's been able to find the kill, and he's going to double himself up as well. Crimbo will eventually take him down. That's the bomb drop. 20 seconds on the clock. Fiku's going to have to push forwards through the B site to try and claim that. Though it is on the other side. Well, it is deep inside of a smoke. Doesn't matter. Crimbo is just going to nail the shot either way, as Fiku looked for an angle. Not going to work out. A pause comes through. It is an AGO pause. Timeout. Dropping the ball against the low by there. A staple so far of this Vertigo map. Actually, he wields the AWP. He almost won it out for AGO there in the 2-on-3. Didn't need to go for that final fight against Crimbo when it was a 2-on-1. And that made things very, very difficult for his teammate to try and fight back in that. Snatchy, he'll make up for it here. He's been so strong in finding opening kills for AGO in all three maps here. Especially Inferno and now Vertigo. Now Fiku. He's able to deal with Crimbo. This B site really being punished early on in the round by the AGO side, who, against the guns for alternate attacks, looking a lot stronger than when they do against the pistols, that's for sure. I don't know what it is about these two teams right now, but neither really comfortable against the pistols. Aggression in towards mid from AGO. That nade, decent damage onto Furlan, makes it a bit easier with those M4s, puts him in one-shot potential to the head. As Crystal, he nails one from the site, can't find any multi-kills though, as it's Fiku, 2 for him. And the entry in towards the site, and a third in the round, it's Panics left alone. 1 versus 3. Bomb has been planted. 20 HP, and he's just going to save. Totally respect that call. Probably less than 5% chance he wins the round out, but he will catch Fiku having a bit of a hop. But there's 1 kill, and that limits the AGO economy going forward a little bit. I mean, Snatchy, Fiku, they have a bit of spare cash. Furlan a little bit as well. They don't want to be losing too many players here. And they're not going to really chase Panics. They'll let him be. He's tucked in over by the sandbags, hoping just to stay out of danger as the bomb ticks its way down. And AGO, they find an 8. Ajo looking very strong on the T side right now. We'll see if alternate attacks can muster up any more rounds before we switch over. But it's double orbs for alternate attacks. They're fully invested into this alongside the saved orb. And Crystal aggressive in towards the scaffold position. Might catch Reeds. Definitely will. A nice shot for him.